Hello everyone, it's Winona, the left-handed beater. I was going to say it's good morning everyone, but it's already after lunch. The day has just flown by. I've been painting my cupboards. I'm to the stage where I'm waxing I'm using chalk paint. And I am waxing the outside of the bottom cupboard doors. I haven't even touched the upper cupboards yet. But I'm heading to the city tomorrow with my mom for a few days. I have an appointment on Friday and Halloween's coming, and my little granddaughter, when she was here, Nova, who's 4, going on 20, but when she was here, I showed her the Jesse James Morticia's Garden box, and she loves spooky and she loves sparkly. So she wanted pretty much everything out of that box. So we did come to an agreement on what she could have. And I had these, I think they call them like cow eye or something like that, stones, or yeah, something like that, or crystals, whatever. So she saw these, so I said she could have these. This one's a different color. Ooh, this one might go better. We'll see. Anyway, so we traded, and I did promise her I'd put a few of the other beads in, and the snake, and the 2 snake charms and the 2 spider charms. So we'll get started on it. I've kind of laid out what I thought I would use in her necklace. I have decided I'm sure everyone knows Misty, not Misty, Louisa from Misty Moon, I think it is, Designs. She is phenomenal. I really like her style of beading. I talk about that often, her and Wendy Whitman. So I saw the necklace she made for Halloween, and I pulled those beads aside before I grabbed any for Nova, because I want to make that necklace, and there'll be lots left over to make other necklaces, be they Halloween or not. But anyway, let's get going. So I pulled out some beadalon. This is the bright, and I generally just bead right off of here. So I've got some, these are Chinese bicones that I got off of AliExpress. I thought she could use, and these are some rondelles. And I thought, you know, I would use the traditional red, black, orange and black Halloween colors, but I'll throw in the not so traditional purples and greens. So that's kind of, if I was going to make links, that would probably be one of my links for my chain. But because she's a little girl, I'm just going to string it. And I don't know why, I guess I did have 2. Well, we'll keep with what I laid out for a while, and then we'll check the length. I often make the mistake when I make necklaces is I tend to design on this board, or boards similar to this, and I take my design up into here area with my big focal beads. And you know what, when you do that, unless you have short hair, nobody's going to see those beads. So I have to start remembering to start placing, and probably this is too high for her as well. I think we're going to move this around, because these beads that are really cool are going to end up around her neck and nobody's going to see them. So I think I'm going to pull out this unit here. And then I had, excuse me, and I think I'm going to pull this down here, just so that these more focal beads are at the bottom part of her neck, not so high up on her. And then I had one of those. And then we'll do another unit of that. And then we'll do 2 of these. So what do I have on here so far? I've got that, and I've got that. Okay. So then we'll pull this, and I'm not sure, like, I just laid these out. I'm not sure how these bead caps will look. I pulled the bead caps out of my Darling bead box from last month. It was sitting beside me. I've been working through it in Sam's. Okay, so then I'm going to pull this down here more. And we're going to pull this. And I wanted to pull some silver in because the charms are silver. So I wanted to pull some of that color down into the necklace. Okay, and then we'll do this guy. And then we're gonna do cha-cha-cha-cha. So then we're gonna do this here. Oops. I only waxed a couple of cupboard doors before I came up because I knew if I did too much, I wouldn't be able to bead. And I really want to get this done so I can get it to her before Halloween. So this is from the Darling bead box as well. And then we're going to do that. So let's see what we've got so far. I think that's pretty special. Okay, and then we're going to do another unit of these. So that. See, even though I laid it out, I changed my mind up, and I'm glad I did because I make that mistake every time. I end up with really nice beads up around the neck area where nobody's going to see them. But I guess if they do, it's a little wow factor. And then this is, I think this is his crown. I think that's what it was meant for. I don't know. The skull, because, you know, she likes scary stuff. And these bead caps were from the Jessie James box. Okay, and then I don't know where that came from. Oh, it's right there. Okay, so then we're gonna do, I need another one of those bicones. I think she's gonna like this. And I'm not worried about her wearing glass or crystals there because she is so good with her necklaces. She takes very good care of her jewelry. Maybe not so much her toys, but her jewelry for sure. Okay, and then this. I'm not sure how these are going to sit on this bead here, so we'll just kind of, I think they're okay. So that's got us at 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 14 inches. I think that should be good. Okay, so now we just bead up the other side the same way, making sure that our skull is facing the right direction. I was going to send these skulls to Emma until Nova said she wanted them. She was running around the house the other day. She had on a ghost costume. It's just like a piece of sheer fabric, and then they had ghost eyes and mouth like iron-on stuff where the eyes and the mouth at, and she was running through the house booing at everything. It's so much fun to see life through the eyes of a child again. That's the one thing I miss not working in a school anymore. I love being around kids. But boy, they sure drain the energy out of you. Okay. So here's our little skull. Sorry, Emma. Okay. And then I think we're almost done stringing, but then I want to add a few things to it too. Wasn't totally impressed with these orange and black what are they called, rondelles that I got from AliExpress, but they come in handy for projects like this. And I'll bet you she'll be wearing this. I should have put one of these in. No. I was thinking I should have put one of these in between these two, but I want these two to meet so that I can hang the components from there. And if I had put one of those spacers, I would have had to choose what side to put it on. I could have used more of those silver spacers though. But we'll see. Hope everyone's doing well, and boy, here the COVID numbers have shot up. We're sending patients, ICU patients, to other provinces. It's so sad. The scary thing is, if we had like a few years back, we had a major accident. A bus carrying hockey players was in an accident, and I think like 16, if I remember right, of the hockey players passed away. It was horrific, and I don't know what they would do if that happened now, because our ICUs are filled and everyone who works there is worn out. Just, I guess it kind of humbles us, hey? Because we think in our day and age we shouldn't have to deal with stuff like that, but you know what? Things happen. And we do have to deal with some difficulties. I know we see it in our stores. When you go into a store, it's almost better to shop at home in our small towns, because you go up to the city and Walmart, the shelves are empty. And they have been like that for a long time. Okay, so, oh, isn't that going to be a cute little necklace for her? What girl wouldn't like that? Well, me, I wouldn't have liked skulls, but that's going to be her sparkly necklace. And I'll grab a couple of bead stoppers here, because I want to add the components before I string it. Before I finish it off. And I like to leave, I have problems with my hands and my fingers, so if I can leave a longer length of wire, I prefer that, because I find it easier than working with a tiny little bit, and it's a trade-off in the end. Out of some of my hobbies, jewelry making isn't all that bad compared to what it costs to quilt. Okay, so we've got that ready. Oh, I'm excited. We can drop it off tomorrow on our way into the city. So I want to take this, and I want to dangle them. So I need a head pin for this one. And maybe we'll put, I wonder what one of these would look like under there. I know it kind of clashes in color, but it is part of the necklace. And then we could put I wonder if we should put one of those. Oh, no, what did I use on this? Okay, I grabbed those from here, I think. I don't think I have any more. I do have that. Phew, I'm getting hot. It is like windy. What do you think of that? Adding a touch of silver. I think that's good. So I'm going to set this here. And then this I need on an eye pin. And do I want to use... No, I want to use the glitzy one like she wanted. And that pin is crooked. Okay. Oops. So, let's see how this is going to work. I'm not very good at wire wrapping. I got a lot to learn yet. But I just watch videos and I find myself doing something wrong. So then I watch the video again. I guess we can open that after. So we'll leave this in here. I watched Emma last night do some wire wrapping, and she just makes it so easy. Or look so easy, I should say. And I think I'll see if I can just do the rest by tucking it. Maybe not. And Miss Nova was born with eczema, so she is so used to things itching and that she wouldn't even notice if I left a sharp edge on there. But I don't want to. Okay. This one might go better. No, my husband's home. He went to get minerals for the calves on this super windy day. Emma left it in here, so we'll see if that works better. Oopsie. Oh, I'm doing a terrible job here. I think I'm just going to clip it and call it done. Okay, let's see if I can... There's a lot of play in there, but... And then we'll open this. We'll put that in there. And close it. And then I'm going to dangle it from there for her so she has a dangly. And I'm going to use... Oh, that one fell out. I'm going to use one of these oval jump rings. And the reason being is that I feel like the pressure the chances of it falling off with an oval jump ring is less or fewer. The chance of it falling off isn't as much as if it was a round one, because the cut in the jump ring, or the space in the jump ring, is on the oval part, the long part of the oval, and that gravity will cause that part to hang down, and then the narrow part is what your pendant's hanging from. So we've got that. Now we need to add a few of these, because I promised her she could have them. We are so much alike in so many things, but the scary stuff, I don't like scary stuff. I remember, oh, she was just barely 3, and she told me that she was watching Ghostbusters with her dad. And we went through Netflix and to see which Ghostbusters, and she's like, yeah, that's the one. So we watched it, and it was scary. So when I noticed she was starting to get a bit scared, I said, who are you going to call? Oopsie, let's make sure we're going to have that hang right. And then she'd say, Ghostbusters. So we kind of played that game all day long. Her mom comes home from work. I say to Nova, who are you going to call? She says, Mickey Mouse. Just like that. And I'm like, no, who are you going to call? Donald Duck. Oops. I'm like, Nova. Let's hope I get these all on the right way. I think I'll move my board out of the way here. She gets her humor like that from her dad. I never knew what was going to come out of his mouth when he was little. So let's put this down on my mat. And we'll set this to the side with all my other junk. Okay. So we've got that snake there. And then we've got another snake here. Okay. And then we've got the 2 spiders, and then the clasp, and then this little girl's necklace is done. Oopsie. Then I'll go down and paint a couple more doors and come up and make mine. See? Maybe I should make mine before I do the doors, or I won't have any fingers left to use. Ugh, yug. I thought they were different, but they're the same. I can see her wearing this to play school on Thursday. Okay, and then I'm going to put this right down with this silver here. I don't know when my fingers became so hard to use. So I'm going to pack up some beading to take to Mom's. I should really take my laptop and work on a new digital for my shop, but we'll see. I bought a template to cut fabric out for masks. I bought the elastic, I bought the nose things. I bought fabric, but I had fabric, and I have yet to make one mask. Could take some stuff up and make a couple masks at Mom's. Might not be a bad idea. Okay, this one's gonna have to get closed a bit more. These are really heavy duty jump rings. I got them from AliExpress. They're really good. Okay, so, ooh, spooky. What do you think? If you were 4 years old, wouldn't you love to rock that? Okay, now we need to do some crimping. So, I tend to use wire guardians all the time. And what size are these? Number 2. I don't know what side your rings should go on and what side your clasp should go on. Is there a designated side? I don't know. Okay, so we'll put this on. And the first side, it doesn't matter. I try to do it fairly close to the edge, and then if I have enough wire left, I might be able to make a bracelet out of the excess wire that I'll cut off the other end. And I'm going to add this there. This is a jump ring that doesn't isn't soldered, well, it's soldered together, I guess. It's not open. Okay, so make sure these are... I have no problem doing this first side. It's the other side that I always struggle with. Okay, that's good. Let's grab a crank cover. Yeah. These I struggle with too. Anything small and my fingers just do not want to work. I find if I take my bent pliers and I start bending it, and then I have this tool here, if I take this one in and I just adjust it, that seems to work best for me. And I leave a little bit of that wire on. I watched Jill Wiseman say that if you've done a good crimp, you don't need it. But I'm not so sure that I do a good crimp, so. And that's gonna stay in there, so. Okay. I probably won't have quite enough. I probably should have left more on, because I don't think I'll have quite enough to do the do a bracelet out of this wire after, maybe for Nova. Okay, and then the Guardian. And then I'll pull this, whoopsie, I'll put this through here. had to come out. There we go. Okay, and then let's dangle this down. So this is 19 wires, so it is a little bit, it's got a little bit more give than 7. And now the biggest thing is to make sure that these aren't crossing. And I got them. I don't know if you can catch that. And then, so that's good. So I come in and I might be able to do something with this. So I'll save that. I think I'm going to have to start myself a little envelope or something. And then we'll put this on. Oops. And we'll just start it going. And I think almost all my tools I get from Michael's. That one didn't go as nice as the other one. Whoa! Oh, I snapped my bead. Dang it. Now it's going to have play in here. I wonder if I could put on another. I'm going to put on another one of these. I don't want the play in the chain or in the necklace. So I'm just going to put another crimp cover on. Darn it. If this was for me or like anyone else, I would take it off and restring it. But Nova is not going to notice that one bicone missing. Well, she probably will, but she's easy to satisfy. Here I thought I was doing so good if I would have left well enough alone. Okay. And I'll grab another one of those oval jump rings. And I think these were something like 7mm by 3 or by 4 or something like that. I just thought it would be a nice size. Okay, pliers. And I'm going to attach the big, huge lobster claw with that. There we go. Darn, that's too bad. I had to break that. But that's what happens when you try to get it tight like that. Okay. Yikes. Yeah, I got them on the right way. So there's Nova's spooky Halloween necklace. I hope she likes it. Anyway, thanks for tagging along with me. I wish you lots of luck and happiness until we meet again. Take care out there, my friends. Bye-bye. Just a quick little moment to show you. I made myself a necklace as well for Halloween. This is an exact, pretty much copy of Louisa from Misty Moon Designs. I will put a link to that video in the description bar. And then I made a couple of pairs of earrings. And I saw someone had done something very similar. They had used the hand and the rose petal. I just added another dangle, which it doesn't want to hang right now. To it with a skull bead so I could match Nova. And then I made another earring, but the other earring isn't hanging right, and I'm just directionally challenged today, and I just can't get it figured out. I'll figure it out later. And this is an ear wire that I got from AliExpress, and it's got just a little fake little rhinestone in there. So anyway, I just thought you might like to see it. Louisa does an awesome tutorial. I think I'm going to have to do some of her other designs step by step because I learned a lot making this, and I also learned that I need to learn a lot. I need to practice a lot on some of the wire stuff. I'm not very good with that, but it'll come with time, like anything. Anyway, I just wanted to share that, and of course I'll show pictures at the end. Take care out there, everyone. Bye-bye.